Okay, once again, final score 26-7. Saints lose today. The unfortunate facts: the Saints were absolutely just their offense was anemic today. The defense was just out of sync and stuff like that. So final score 26-7. I'm gonna say this. Look, the next three games are going to be pivotal because the Saints will have the New England Patriots. They'll have the Washington Redskins, and also they'll have the New York Giants before the Week 7 bye. So Saints are going to have to get going before the bye, which is going to be in Week 7. So final score 26-7. Let's go ahead and send some links out if you want to come in and chat about Saints football. Your opportunity will be with Facebook through the Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So I'm gonna go ahead and send out the Facebook links. So let me do that too, and we'll get started. So just give me 1 second. Or if you want to talk NFL football, you could talk NFL football here too as well. So we will go through the scoring summary first. And that's going to be in a few minutes. Let me get that sent up. On. No. Fuck, man. Okay, once again, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter has the StreamYard links. So we'll go ahead and give you the scoring plays. Let's go ahead and do that. I'll switch that over. And we'll go over to the scoring plays. Okay, scoring plays on your screen. Saints did, Carolina did score. The first play was a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Brandon Sinker had a 20-yard touchdown catch from Sam Darnold. That was 5 plays, 75 yards. Also, Zane Gonzalez kicked the field goal. That was on 15 plays and 64 yards, 8:57 off the clock. It was 10-0. DJ Moore had a 2-yard catch from Sam Darnold. 10 plays, 72 yards, made it 17-10. And then Jameis Winston had an 8-yard touchdown run. Took 5 plays, 18 yards. That was in the first quarter. That was the Saints' only touchdown. Capri had 11-yard touchdown, made it 23-17. And then Zane Gonzalez finished it off with a 42-yard field goal attempt. Was good. So final score 26-7. So the Saints gave up so many touchdowns today. They once again, that was just absolutely an embarrassing game today. So no words can't describe what happened with the Saints and the Carolina Panthers. So let's go ahead and give you the stats in the game. So we go ahead and pull those up. And we'll go ahead and give you the final stats. Okay, final stats of the game. Carolina had 28 first downs. They had 18 on passes, 4 on runs. They 6 on penalties, 3rd down conversions. Saints wasn't that consistent today, 2-11. Carolina 8 of 15. Saints used 43 plays. Carolina used 73 plays. They had 383 yards in total yards of offense. Carolina Saints had 128. Total drives were 12 even. Passing the football, Carolina 26 of 38, 294. One interception thrown. In the game, Saints had 80 yards passing. That was once again 11 of 22. 2 interceptions thrown. Rushing the football, Carolina had 89 carries on 33 attempts. That was 2.7. Saints also only had 48 yards on 17 carries. Red zone efficiency, Saints were 1 for 1. Carolina 2 for 3. Penalties, this is where we're going to have to get rid of, clean those up. 11 for 15, 115. So 11 for 115 in the game. Turnovers was 2 to 1. The time of possession, Carolina had the ball for 38 minutes. The Saints had the ball for 28 in the game. So once again, when you control the line of scrimmage, chances are you'll win the game. So the Saints, once again, just absolutely did not control the line of scrimmage today. They kind of was just giving Carolina those pass plays for big yardage and stuff like that. So I'm going to be honest with you. They're going to be facing New England. New England is going to be another team that's going to be a tough team, tough situation for the Saints. So that's what they're going to have to do is get those penalties under control. Because I know Sean Payton wasn't happy with 11 penalties and over 100 yards a game. So that's something that they're going to have to address because when you had those pre-snap penalties, pass interference calls, that's just going to bleed into the situation that they will continue to lose if they don't get those mistakes cleared up. So let's go to the box score. So we're going to go to the box score and give you the box rundown box score. Okay, box score. Jameis Winston, 11 of 22, 111. He had 4 sacks today. Quarterback rating was 21.3, but his rating was 26.9. Not a good performance. Sam Darnold, same thing. He had 20. He had only 2 sacks in the game. His quarterback rating was a little bit better, 99.1, so close to 100. Now, Jameis Winston carried the ball 3 times for 19 yards. Taysom Hill, 2 carries, 16 yards. Troy Jones, 3 carries, 7 yards. Kamara, 8 carries. That's another thing. Kamara's going to have to get his numbers up if he wants to be consistent. Now, Harris, 1 for 1. Now, Christian McCaffrey had 24 carries for 72 yards, so he went over 72-yard mark in the game today. So 1 touchdown for him. Chubby, let's see who's in there. Good evening, Lawrence. I appreciate you coming in. So we're going through today's game.
Yeah.
Saints 46-7. So I'm going to go through all the numbers. Okay. Little Jordan Humphries had 1 catch for 27 yards. Alvin Kamara had 4 catches for 25. Jawan Johnson had 1 catch for 23. Chris Hogan had 1 catch for 16. Deontay Harris, 1 catch for 9. Marquez Callaway had 2 catches for 8. And Montgomery had 1 catch for 3 yards. Now for the Carolina Panthers, DJ Moore, 8 catches for 79 yards. McCaffrey, 5 catches for 65. Arnold, 3 catches for 55. Brandon Stratford, 3 catches for 44. Robbie Anderson, 3 catches for 18. Marshall, 3 catches for 17. And Thomas, 1 catch for 7. Now, the Carolina defense today, absolutely dominating the Saints, 3 sacks. In the game today, Saints only had 2, to say the least. So Once again, your final score 26-7. We are going through the game, so tell us what you think about this game. What is the what was the problems and stuff like that? So we're gonna go to Sean Payton. So let me switch this over and let him. So we're gonna listen to Sean Payton.
Okay. Look, I'll start. Obviously, it's a disappointing loss. Give Carolina credit. We did a number of things and things that you just can't do to win a game. Offensively, particularly, it's as poor as we've been in a long time here, and that starts with me. We've got to do a better job going in. Our protection plan wasn't very good. It had nothing to do with us being shorthanded with coaches or us being away or the COVID. All of those would be excuses. They played better than us today and deserved to win the football game. So I'll lead with that. Any questions? Look, it's a zone pressure. We knew coming in they'd have a couple different pressure looks. We didn't handle the communication well enough. We didn't handle the pressures well enough, and we didn't coach it well enough.
Ron, how did y'all have to adjust without the coaches? Did you have changed responsibilities?
Yeah, look, a little bit. As far as game day, we had a few new guys up in the booth, and then we handled the substitutions a little differently. None of that, though. None of that really was a big issue. I think, and I mean this. I think starting with me, we've got to have a better plan with some of the stuff that we saw, and we had seen it on tape. And obviously, we got more of it and didn't handle it well, and so we clearly didn't work on it well enough and effectively enough, and it kind of bit us in the butt today. Yeah, we're not. Look, everyone's quick to. I think you got to be careful. We're not assigning responsibility, blame. It starts with me right now. We'll look at the tape tomorrow, but it starts with our plan and us as coaches, and that's where it starts, and that's just the truth.
So when I'm gonna finish watching, so I'll start Wednesday. I'll start Wednesday.
Yeah, let me give you this scenario, and you guys, I think, are smart enough to see it. It was the exact opposite of last week. We became the team that was on the field for however many snaps. We were the team that didn't have enough snaps offensively. So therefore, there's an attrition defensively. It's hot, and we hung in there, and we're going to watch the tape. I'm sure there's going to be a number of plays we're close to making that we got to clean up. But ultimately, the time of possession was wastelanded the other way this weekend, and it's hard to win games that way. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, look, you're constantly looking to pick up some momentum. Despite where you're at in the game and how you played, you're still in it. You're still trying to generate a drive, but we just weren't able to do that. And again, I clearly that performance starts with me, and I say that I'm just telling you, we're going to watch the tape, and there's going to be a number of plays that we wish we had maybe approached it differently. Start by giving credit to Carolina, but we struggled to find any rhythm.
The defense kind of counter-swinging late in the first half and then the second half there.
Look,
what were your impressions there, particularly Peyton Turner's day?
We'll take a peek at the film. Again, I thought they battled hard. They were on the field a lot, and if you were down on the field, you felt the temperature and the amount of snaps that they had early. It's just it's not the formula that you need to win games. There's no listen. It's a long season. We've certainly got to see this tape, make the corrections, and then I say this all the time, and it's the truth. And after the full day tomorrow, we've got to refocus and get on to the next game. It's that simple. And so, we got to be able to put this one behind us the same way we had to do it last week and get on to the next game.
Were Lattimore and Gardner calls? Did they have a chance to play there?
Yeah, we kind of went through the week. They did. We just kind of went back and forth, and we'll see where they're at the start of next week. All right, thank you.
Okay, once again, Sean Payton. I'm going to say this about what he said in his post-game comments. Let me get that switched over. I'm going to say this, look, they're going to have to make those corrections and immediately, because I'm going to tell you, the next couple of days, it ain't going to be pleasant for the New Orleans Saints. I'm going to tell you right now. Because that film is going to show a lot of discrepancies. So once again, your final score 26-7. So you take Lamario Owens, what Sean Payton said.
I agree with him. The Saints need to play a little bit better than what they did.
I agree 100% because that 11 penalties for 115 yards is not something you should ride home about. I mean, that will kill you drives in an instant. So we will hear from Jameis Winston. So let me go ahead and put those video clips in. We'll let you hear from Jameis Winston. So I'm going to get this in.
You can start.
Let me get that set.
Jameis, what the co-workers out there today, just in terms of the rush kind of getting after you early this work?
Just got to get better, get us in better protections, and just communicate better out there.
Richard Walker.
Jameis, the loss of a bunch of coaches on the offensive side, how much of an impact did that have on the game today and in your game plan?
None at all. We just have to push forward, man. Put this one behind us, build on the positives and eliminate the negatives, and come back next week ready to fight and compete.
Sean said that he just struggled to find any kind of rhythm. Would you repeat that and maybe explain that a little bit, please?
Well, I think rhythm is a big part of offensive success. So we will find that. We will find a way to play the football that we like to play, and we're going to learn from this one.
Mike Triplett.
Jesus, obviously, both of those interceptions and the past game situations, but I think for those
still gonna make good decisions. They came at inopportune times. I don't want to have us in that position in the first place, but still have to take care of the football and do our best to win the turnover battle.
So when the offense didn't get it going and you face the pressure on all sides, what are the adjustments you make throughout a game to try to slow that pressure down?
I think the biggest thing is just playing the football that we play, being efficient on first and second down, not being long down the distances, and just getting the defense off rhythm, and making sure that we're in the best position. We're staying ahead of the chains and executing.
How big of a factor was that? The pressures, was there anything that they were doing that kind of guys by surprise? Sean mentioned that there was some communication issues within that.
Yeah, I have to communicate better. I have to be louder. Our first time on the road, definitely have to be able to use my voice to communicate to the offensive lineman the protection and what we want.
Amy Jess.
Yeah, what was your message to the rest of the offense after that one?
Just keep fighting. That's the biggest thing. We're gonna put this one behind us. We will get better. We will pick up our tempo. I will get better from a communication standpoint and get more efficient on first and second downs.
How frustrating. Did you say this was not the third quarter? How was your level?
I just got to do a better job communicating. I think that's the biggest thing. We have to continue to push forward, and like I say, eliminate the negatives and just build on the positives. Man, we like I've been a part of these games before. A lot of people have been a part of these games before, but we can't let this game affect us heading to next week.
Time for a couple more. Mike.
James, I was supposed to be sort of lunch. Carolina Atlanta, and it was one of the highest pressure rates in the league in over a decade. Is there anything expected from them, or that was something that maybe West does?
Well, we definitely just have to be on top of communication. I think that's the biggest thing. They did a good job over there on their side, but I have to take full responsibility of communicating to the offensive line and making sure that we're in the right place at the right time.
Luke Johnson.
Is there anything you explain your real, true road environment, 2 years? It's kind of had that jump in that again, and get security things, all that stuff.
I think it plays just in terms of tempo. But I'm happy that we were able to experience that. Their fans were definitely into it. I'm excited when we get back home because I know our fans are going to be rocking way louder than this place. But man, our focus right now is putting this one behind us, seeing how we can improve and get better and show up next week.
Appreciate your time, James.
I appreciate y'all.
Okay, once again, Jameis Winston, talk about tonight's Saints win. So once again, final score 26-7. We will go ahead and wrap it up. We'll give you a scoreboard update, NFL. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll let you go, Lamario. So have a good rest of your evening if you have to go. So it looks like. Okay, once again, Lamario coming in to give his opinion about the Saints game. 26-7 was your final, so we're going to give you scoreboard updates. So let's go ahead and give you the final NFL scores, and we'll wrap it up for this Sunday. Week 3 will be next week. The Saints and New England Patriots will play at noon. We'll have pregame coverage, and also we'll have post-game coverage 3 hours after every Saints home game, after every Saints noon game. Okay, once again, the Chiefs lead 14-7. That game was in the second quarter. Also, Bears win 20-7. Joe Burrow 19-30, 307, 2 touchdowns in the game. Also, the Browns went 31-21. Baker Mayfield had 19 to 21, one touchdown. Nick Chubb's 11 carries, 95 yards. Brandon Cook had 9 catches for 78 yards. Also, Rams win 27-24. Matthew Stafford 27 to 30, 278, 2 touchdowns. Darrell Henderson 13 carries, 53 yards, 1 score. Cooper Kupp had 9 catches, 163. He also had 2 touchdowns. The Bills defeated Miami Dolphins 35-0. Josh Allen 17 to 33, 179, 2 scores in the game. Also, Saints' next opponent wins 25-6. Zach Wilson 19 of 33, 210, 4 interceptions. San Francisco wins 17-11. Jalen Hurts 12 of 23, 190. Also, Raiders win 26-17. Derek Carr 28 of 37, 382, 2 scores. Also, Denver wins 23-13. Teddy Bridgewater 26 of 34, 328, 2 scores. Also, Arizona wins 33-34. Kyler Murray over 29 and 5, 36, 400 yards, 3 touchdowns. Dalvin Cook 22 carries, 131 yards. Rondale Moore 7 catches, 114. So let's go to the other scores. And I'm going to scroll them down. Buccaneers win 48-25. Matt Ryan 35 of 46, 300 yards, 2 scores. Leonard Fournette had 11 carries for 52 yards for the Buccaneers. Cowboys won 20-7. Team 20-17. Justin Herbert 31 of 41, 338, 1 score in the game. Also, next Tennessee wins 33-30. Ryan Tannehill 27 of 40, 347 yards. Derrick Henry 35 carries, 182, 3 scores. Now that is your games for today. Monday Night Football, we'll have the Packers and the Lions will play. So once again, thanks for joining us for this edition of the Saints Postgame Show. We will have another one next Sunday after the Saints and New England game. So New England will play the Saints next Sunday. Final score 26-7. For myself, pushing the buttons here, that's StreamYard. Everyone have a good rest of your Sunday evening, and we'll be back again tomorrow for LSU preview. LSU will start SEC play. I think they're going to play against Mississippi State. So that is going to start SEC play this week. And we'll have previews. The Ed Orgeron press conference that will be in the show. That's going to be around 12:30. So we will be previewing the game as well. So once again, everybody have a good rest of your Sunday evening, and we'll be back tomorrow.